Sometimes you gotta take the L. My name's Greg, you're watching How to Play Paintball. Okay, so this is a drill that I think I put up a short about some of it of what I was doing, but this way I can explain what it is that I was actually doing in that drill. So this is a drill that I stole from Trevor Reeser, so thank you, he's on Impact now. But yeah, I stole this from him a while ago. It's a great drill. It is going to use a little bit more paint. You can obviously make it where you're not shooting as much, and I'll explain more as we go along. But what this drill is doing is helping with that accuracy as you run and gun across and then the up into a bunker. So you have two different options to how you set this drill up. One is having 2 targets, one is only having 1 target. I would recommend the 2 target just because it's going to make it more difficult, make it a little bit more realistic, but sometimes you are shooting at the same target the whole time to make sure that you're holding a gap or maybe keeping someone in or whatever. So it's not bad to do both. I just like the change up of shooting into a different target. The targets can be whatever distance apart as you want them to be. Like here, I'll show you guys what it is that I did. They were probably, what, 15, 20 feet apart, if I can do my math right, or estimate correctly. You want them to be the same height, though, and roughly the same size. If you have them where they're roughly the same size, that's going to be more ideal, but it's also tough because, you know, what are you going to do if you only have like a recycling bin and then like a paint can? Just use whatever you can. Something that you can hear is what I would recommend once you hit it, just so that way you know that you hit it. So if it's something that it's a really like just thud of a sound, it's not going to be as ideal because you're shooting cross field. You want to make sure that you can hear it. On the other side of the field, you don't even need a bunker. You just need to have a central point that you are running and gunning to. You want it to be that you have the same distance going out, so essentially you're making a big T, and you're going to start, whatever hand you want to start with is fine, whether it be right-handed or left-handed, but you're going to come off, run and gun, shooting at one of the targets, and then you're going to switch as you come up, shooting at another target. So this is going to simulate if you are shooting at, let's say, the back center or another bunker that you know you need to shoot at to keep you safe or to help out a teammate to get up the field. You're shooting at that person, and then the switch is maybe to shoot a gap that someone wants to try to fill to, or it's someone that you need to hold down, again, to help out yourself or a teammate be able to get up the field, whether it be on your side or the other side. There's a lot of weird things that happen in paintball, so there's a lot of variables. You want to try to be as quick as possible. So trying to run and gun real quick and switch real quick, the faster you can be with more accuracy is going to be better. But accuracy is the most important. So if you're coming off and you're missing everything, essentially you're wasting paint. You want to try to work on, okay, if I need to slow it down and come off and even walk to those spots and then come up and then start to jog and then start to run and then start to sprint, that's not a bad thing. You want it to be that you are super accurate, because if you can be hyper athletic and accurate, it's going to be very, very difficult to shoot someone like you on the field, and you're just going to be more effective for your team to be able to win. Now, the way that you make this where you aren't shooting as much paint is you just have a shorter gap that you're running and gunning and going up to. So have it where you're only taking 3 steps, which happens. There's times that you have to take 3 real quick steps as you shoot out and then switch to shoot a heads up shot or something. So it's not like you're changing anything that's going to be bad, but constantly do it. Now, what you can do if you want to make this more difficult for yourself is if you miss those shots, you have to start back over on that same side and do it again until you hit those shots. You can do that. Or, you know, you can have push-ups where there's a challenge for that. But yeah, having a consequence is definitely a good thing, just a good motivator, keep you fresh. Now, the other thing that you can do to make this more difficult is have a longer distance that you're going to run and gun. And this would be more simulating if you're going out essentially to the almost running and gunning to the corner of, snake corner, Dorito corner, or just a bunker that's a lot further out. Again, having that accuracy and learning that pull as you run and gun is difficult. So learning that is definitely going to be a good thing. And again, changing the distances of the targets, there's a lot of different variables that you can do. If you only have one target, you're doing the same thing, but you're running and gunning out at the same target, and then essentially just coming straight up. So if you wanted to, you could have it where if this was the line, you come up to about here, so that way you're not just shooting straight heads up, running gun out, shooting at the target, shoot, 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 stop, and then you go up, shooting a little bit outside. Then this side, you would, I guess I can do it this way, run and gun, shoot, 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 and then you would stop and then run and gun up. So tell me what you guys think down in the comments down below. Thank you again to all of my members for all of your support. Thank you so much for that. We should be getting back on track shortly with our early videos for my members and also the live streams. I'll keep you guys updated with that as well. And yeah, so thank you to everyone that's been a support, whether it be you just started watching today or you've been watching for 3 years. So thank you so much for all of your support. And as always, remember, watch, learn, win. Thanks.